7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down, Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 7-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Second and 13. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
They'll set up a throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the turnover, here's Locke. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now Locke, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Locke again here on second and 10. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll go out. Near midfield at the 49.
A gain of 14. First down, New Orleans.
Locke now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's first and 10. Throwing now is Locke. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a second down coming up. Throwing on second and long. Locke. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Lock now, 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He gets it to Thomas. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And an alley to run. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
61, Matchbox White.
Clock now on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Bush. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Hey, over. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Hey, pick your game up. Mike 7. Mike 7. Too little, DocTellis.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
3 down. Slams. 80 weapon. Check 24. Watch 24.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Locke to throw. Steps away. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50, and out across midfield down to the 45. Give them 32 on the play. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw it is Locke. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A give. This is Bush. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 64, weak. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. That one into the hands of Hamilton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. on third down. Lock. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Lock now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And Lutz's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
That's a gain of 3.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Get in the way.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the I.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll run with Scarlett. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Scarlett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this, and I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
7 yards there and a 1st down. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings it 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On 1st down, Locke. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Ready? 18, Gator.
throwing on first down. Lock. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the 30.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. Thomas has got it. Complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
Hey, we got to get this stop here.
Keystone, Travis. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
On first down. Lock. And Thomas has it. There he goes left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Lutz with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Yeah, yeah. 51's the mic, 51's the mic. All day, baby, all day, all day. Echo, echo.
Looking to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recon, 132 final. Hey, echo. Ready?
After the turnover, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. His defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Again, it's Kamara, and I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Kaiser White on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
It's just me and you.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
7's a Mike. Mike 7. I've got you.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Airing it out for Hamilton. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deshaun Hamilton, his 1st touchdown of the new season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Back to throw here. This is the tight end fan. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on first. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll start on the ground with Bush. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. 76 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kaiser White. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky.
Play action. Now it's locked. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. This is Bush. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brings up third down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line.
They'll run on first down. Push. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll hand it off to Bush. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. From the 2 now, second and goal. Try to punch it across with Bush. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Saints on third down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at a third and goal here. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.